everyone. Welcome back to episode 21 of Season of Ghosts. And of course we have everyone here who has always been here, and also it seems like nothing is showing. Hold on. There we go. Just needed to load it back in. And the other stuff should show up in a second. So, I will need to step away around, halfway through, 7:30 or so. So, maybe 7:30. But that being said, otherwise we are good to go for the rest of this session. Standard time, standard way. Let's go. So, Yuga.
I'm ready.
Yuga, you want to do the recap?
Unless somebody else is up for it. Alright, so in the village, after we'd rescued a cat from a tree, doing some good deeds around town, Shinzo, the wandering merchant, approached us, and he spoke of the importance of raising not just our town's spirits, but also the spirits of, the spirits themselves. And he proposed that we hold a feast for the kami at our tea house. We spent the week preparing for the feast and splitting our attention between food and decorations and gathering the kami themselves. And it was a pretty good success, actually. It really raised the spirits of the town. The kami even offered a bit of extra support for our food production. Things were looking up overall until some weird things started happening in town. Really weird and really bad. For example, which one happened first? I think the person that we kind of hired as the cook in our tea house just went missing. Just appeared to have stopped existing entirely. We tried to find evidence in his home, but we couldn't find anything. Shinzo suggested that he might have been removed from our little pocket dimension somehow. He was kind of vague about the details and promised that he's trying to tell us everything he can. We kept this in mind, and he urged us that we would have to work really hard to do the research we need in order to figure out what's going on with our little world and what's going on with the missing governor. Not long after, we saw red smoke, and it was coming from the paper mill owned by Yuga's father. The team rushed over there in a hurry and saw several people trapped within. The building itself appeared to be practically disintegrating into the air as red smoke poured out. We did some very minor fighting in there while doing like an exorcism ritual. We saved several people. In the end, everybody was accounted for. We don't think anybody was lost in there. But we were all really shaken. And then we saw more coming from the north side of the town. We went to investigate, and it was, I want to say it was the grocer lady, but she was fine. Something was happening kind of outside the shop. We saw, what was it? I didn't write down what exactly it was we fought, but some kind of a weird plant monstrosity that we had to fight. And then, just when we thought we'd won, shadows appeared that are like trying to mimic ourselves. And here we are, in pretty serious danger.
That would be Mama Bao's shop. Of course.
Aha!
The one that you helped with the hair ghost that was ruining their shop.
Okay.
So, with that being said, you only had a little bit of respite before the sort of strangeness that is occurring in town continues, with these shadows rising from your backs that have similar faces or similar sort of silhouettes as each of you, of course. And as they rise at each of your backs, and actually I do have specifics on... Yeah, I already did that. Alright, there we go. Alright, I need you guys to roll initiative. Let's see, let's do this. Hugo immediately sort of going back into a rage once more. Everyone else, Leodon, you sort of discovered this was happening sooner than anybody else. We'll start with you.
Question.
Yeah.
Would this have been a minute after?
It would have been 10 minutes.
Okay.
So,
Right then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to immediately start out by, well, trying to devise a stratagem.
Okay. As in Leodon, remember your hero points to start with as well. 19.
How much for, or rather, what's that for recall knowledge?
Recall knowledge would be religion. These shadows.
Excellent. I'm guessing these shadows might be connected to all of these new appearances of bad things in the village.
Yes, they are. So, you recognize these as, well, shadows. They're quite common necrotic beings, undead, that arise, well, from people's shadows, and they sort of lurk in dark places and feed on those who stray too far from the light. They are undead incorporeals. They do have a mind. What do you want to know specifically about them?
Give me the lowest save.
Their lowest save, as with many incorporeals and undead, is Fortitude.
Thank goodness.
Alrighty. Well, seeing his own shadow begin to animate, Leodon is just going to raise his crossbow and immediately fire upon it. You know, the reasonable reaction to that.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty reasonable to shoot at your own shadow. If it were to rise up. That'll be a crit, easily enough. You aim, quickly firing a bolt directly through this creature, ripping through as much as it can, though because it is incorporeal, it is immune to precision. There is no particular spot that's more deadly than any other to hit them with. They're also resistant to all damage except Force, Ghost Touch, or Vitality.
Dang.
But unfortunately, because the Vitality damage is precision Vitality damage, it doesn't do anything to it.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
With my remaining 2 actions, I will reload. Excuse me, for 3 actions. 2 actions, no, because I attacked. I will reload and I will move away.
Okay.
I will move.
Rushing into the sort of where you would have tea and buns from Mom Bell's shop. Now just another battleground for you. You rush over there. Okay. So, with that, we will go now to one of the shadows. The shadow that rose out from Yuga's, well, shadow, is going to reach out with a shadowy hand. Sort of try to reach through you and sort of drain your life force using, well, of course, the void.
Well, that sucks. I was hoping you'd have my abilities and then start casting group heal on everybody.
That'll be 17 points of damage as they reach into you, sort of burning you from the inside with that necrotic energy. As their second...
It's just damage? Just like that?
Well, it made a melee strike too.
It did?
If you don't see it, there's been a bug
reroll
recently. Yeah.
Not reroll, reload.
Mm-hmm. Either way, though.
17?
Yes, 17 damage there. Should be in chat there. But as it does that, it is going to try...
Should be.
as it sort of reaches through you, it's reaching for your shadow as well. And it will pull, well, at your shadow, causing you to become enfeebled 1. They're gonna go for another strike. Map. Yeah, I've noticed that bug has been happening to my other groups too, weirdly, where there's just rolls that don't get seen. You take 14 more damage there. Make sure to reset the other damage to 17. I think you, yeah, there we go. Alright, so, as you're handling that, we go to the other one here. It is going to pursue Leodon over here. So wafting straight through you guys, the other one's attacking him. Goes straight for the Leodon, does hit. And this one is going to deal 14 points of damage and will also steal your shadow. There's no roll it needs to make, right? Yeah, okay. Just a added rider sort of action, third action there to sort of pull at the threads of it, making it weaker and weaker and sort of causing you to become, well, a little bit more weak yourself. Now, Yuga, your turn.
Sure. As soon as I load in.
Oh, sorry. There used to be a bug where if you load in while something is rolling, it just gets eaten up and disappears for you. But it should...
Yeah, but I was already in.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'll have to investigate that because my other groups have the same issue. But either way.
Okay. I'm going to try to be somewhat strategic about how I use my heals. I'm going to use my second rank one first.
Okay. Sorry, I just deleted the chat log, so maybe that'll help it, well, fix itself. Alright. Reaction heal, right?
Reaction heal.
This burst of vitality rocks out from you against these shadows. Some of them are able to shield themselves, others burned heavily by it. The 2 at the north, in fact, take the full damage of 14. The other 2 take half. Leodon also takes that 14 healing, of course. That'll be you, I believe.
As does Shugo.
Oh yeah, Shugo does have a little bit of HP they could restore. Baozin, your shadow at the same time is also striking out at you. Will deal a bit of damage there, 12, and also, of course, steal your shadow as their second action, third action, they will attack again. This one though, you're just barely able to reach behind cover.
I know what I want to do that I know is going to be effective, but I have to ask because it's in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
What is this spell going to play into this? How would this work? Because it does have a second paragraph that says, another effect is controlling the target's shadow. When you cast it, you can attempt to counteract it. But then again, I'd have to target myself and attack myself.
Yeah, this wouldn't really work here because the shadow is... So you have your own shadow still. The shadows themselves are their own creatures, but they do not cast their own shadow. So they would be immune to this malicious shadow effect because they don't cast a shadow.
Sense. I'd ask. With that in mind, I'm going to cast Bane.
Bane. Alright.
Wait, no. Before I cast that, I want to move next to Yuga.
Okay.
And then I'm casting Bane.
Alrighty. So this is a 10-foot emanation, or 15. 10-foot emanation, yeah, so there we go.
10-foot emanation. Yeah.
So
So currently affecting 2 enemies. It does specify enemies in an area.
yep, exactly. One fails, the other fails as well. Both the ones in the aura are successfully cursed by this Bane effect.
They will take a -1 to their attack rolls. That's all 3 of my actions.
Okay. As the Bane rocks out, Shugo. Finally in action, what do you do?
That's done.
I'm going to rotate around this shadow. Hopefully I don't get mauled by multiple ones.
They don't seem to react.
And I'm going to try to take out the one harassing Lidon here
Okay.
to begin with. will break my jaws.
Snapping your jaws into them, they do hit, and they do hit very effectively. Because you uniquely can hit spirits just as well as anything else. In fact, they die from that bite.
Well, that's good. And I guess I'll turn my attention to the one by Yuga here.
Okay.
I will bite it again. Because these guys don't seem to have a lot of armor.
Quick bite, 16 on the dice will be definitely a hit. A chomp. Another chunk of this shadow being ripped from it.
That is all 3 actions.
Alright. Going to that one here, the one that was your shadow was also pretty slow, so it's going to react by, well, striking out at you. First attack will hit Shugo, even with the Bane applying. It'll be 16 points of damage to you. They will also steal your shadow. After, well, attacking, they sort of rip it from you as their second action. Third action goes for another strike. You're able to avoid that one there. Leodon, your turn.
Right then. The rapier hit. I'm going for the one that's going after Shugo.
Okay.
So let me devise my stratagem first.
Looking at them, you're not seeing an easy shot with your allies crowded around.
Fair enough. I'm going to switch targets and attack the one that's going after Yuga instead.
Okay. Seeing no chance against that one, you switch and shoot for the other one, just relying on your sheer dexterity. That will be a crit, either way.
Well then.
And with that, dealing some pretty good damage. There. 28 total, as the bolt just rips at the fabrics of that shadow.
I reload and I fire again.
Okay. Reload. Fire again. I fired again. Reload. I missed.
Missed
Yeah, well,
again.
Missed again.
A little popsicle.
That's fine. It'll die on my turn.
Now we go to this one here. Well, on your turn, it will continue to strike at you, Yuga. 16 on the dice, making it a crit, in fact. As you're so focused on channeling these energies, it sort of rips a hand through you once more. And again, steals your shadow, making you enfeebled 2. You feel like it's slowly sort of ripping its shadow from your shadow from you, as if it's trying to break it free from your influence. It'll
That feels bad. I don't like it.
probably be bad if that occurs, but you're able to be hit once more by them. 9 points of damage there as they're rending, tearing into you as much as they can. Yuga, your turn.
Level 4 heal.
Rank.
Rank 4 heal.
People still in my new games get so confused by the difference between spell rank and spell.
Oh,
And then like player level. But yes, 14 once more. They're all gonna roll
it's
their fortitudes.
garbage.
It's not bad.
It's
Actually,
bad.
it's pretty bad for you. Yeah,
It's
you're
really
right.
bad.
One rolled a critical failure though. In fact, that's the one next to Shuga that was attacking him. They will take double damage. 28 is enough to sort of just burn them away in the holy light of Plasma. Now, this one on the left here, the one that was near death from that critical shot, takes 14. It's also destroyed, burned away. The last one takes half, being farther away, able to avoid it. That'll be your turn. Now, we go to that one. It's going to pursue, well, its mark. That's in. 12 on the dice will hit. For a total of 12 damage there. It's going to steal your shadow once more, making you enfeebled 2, continuing to weaken you. It pulls at your threads. And it will miss that last attack. Now, Bowsin, your turn.
Cool. I'm first gonna sustain Bane, so he needs to make a will save.
Bane. Alright. Throw it out of the chat for me so I can use it. There we go. To roll a 17 will succeed against it.
I have 2 more actions. I'm just gonna cast Daze. He may resist this, but actually, I don't know if he's mindless.
You know that they are not mindless. I will say it again. The vast, vast, vast majority of creatures are not mindless.
Give me a will save again.
Mm-hmm. But you also learn
Like,
differently
it-
add-ons. It does
Yeah,
fail.
Awesome.
There we go. 2 points of damage to it. And it takes none because of its incorporeal resistances.
Well, I tried. Shugo, take care of it.
Alright, Shugo.
Shugo goes to take care of it.
Alright. Sort of pushing straight through the shadow, getting to its other side. 17 on the dice will be a crit. You, might very quickly be taking care of this here. Pretty good roll there for the damage. 52 total. That should eviscerate it. You just tear it in asunder.
52 is not bad.
You're not bad at all.
It's not bad.
Well, I've seen giant barbarians hit that on level 1, so,
Yeah. God.
God, they are the plague. Of course, in one of my other games, the giant barbarian is the only one who always rolls nat 20s. Like, triple the rate of anybody else. Rolls nat 20s, gets 50 damage, and immediately destroys every boss fight. It's like, fuck. Every first attack. It's so crazy. Anyway, yes. After that end, after the final shade is dispersed, a strange quiet descends upon Willow Shore. A respite, it seems, for the time being.
Why would those creatures appear all of a sudden from us?
I don't have a clue.
You think that all of these happenings are happening because of us being around town?
I think they would have happened even if we weren't here.
Give yourselves 80 experience points for that encounter. And 120 experience points because nobody died in this attack upon Willow Shore. Or at least weren't disappeared, weren't vanished. Also increases your hope by quite a bit here, so there we go. And a little bit of faction reputation. There we go, and there we go.
It was 120 for everybody survived, right?
Yes, so you got a total of 200 there.
Oh,
Yes, we're at 620.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta figure out level 8 now.
Soon, perhaps.
Goodness.
But yes, the quiet descends upon the town. You wait maybe 10, 20 minutes, sort of checking around here and there, making sure there's no more red smoke, no more incursions. Nothing. The people of the town sort of breathe a sigh of relief. People begin to sort of pick up their business once more, as if incursions and monsters and all of that have become so monotonous to the people here, and, well, they feel safe as well because of you guys' protection.
That's good. This was a good victory.
it was, but it also concerns me.
Of course, it should. But the fact that we're still here, the fact that we stood strong, it's hopeful.
I just wonder what's emboldening them to attack the town so openly at this point. They weren't this bold after we've driven them out the first time.
Well, as you all make sure, perhaps for the rest of the day, that the town is safe, day turns to night, and, well, perhaps some rest and, reconvening tomorrow would be best.
That's a good idea.
Alright.
Shugo's going to be a lot more vigilant tonight. He's not going to just go and sleep in the tea house or whatever. He's going to, like, patrol the town at night.
Okay. As you sort of patrol around the town at night, you look down at the governor's manor and see that plinth that you had, for a long time rested upon, at least physically. Spiritually, of course, you were defending the town from the other side. And, well, you get the feeling that that plinth, that place, it's important. You'll get more answers soon, perhaps, why you incarnated as you did into this more physical form from your spiritual form. After all this happened, you think back to those memories, those faded memories, ones that you share with Ugly Cute, the other guardian spirit of the town, the other stone defender of a ruined Willow Shore, before you awakened into the stone form. Way back at the beginning of all of this. But nevertheless, the town is safe at the night, especially with your assistance. But even so, you don't need to do anything. You go about, you look around, nothing again happens. No more red smoke, no more incursions, no more spirits. It's quiet tonight. And eventually morning comes. And Willow Shore, well, returns to form. You can all be at full health and all of that, of course. As you reconvene at the Cerulean Tea House.
I may have to rethink some of my spells.
Actually, I should shift you guys over to Tea House itself. Where did I put it? There it is. I should actually drag this down here. And in the open, there we go. The place is strangely quiet without Matsu working the stove in the back. You worry that without much to be done, more of that could occur. You were able to be there for the larger events of the red smoke, the vanishing of buildings, but you were not able to be there for Matsu. He just vanished on his own. Nevertheless, as you arrive here, as you all gather around, your father, Kawakamina, steps through the doors. There you are. You're, the last, well, child on my list to, come and meet again. Everyone else was worried. But I know that, well, you saw me the other day, so I didn't have to race to, let you know that I'm alright. But still,
Yeah,
I wanted
that's
to
true.
talk.
What about?
What you've been doing, I know in the past I was, remiss to allow you to, exit the business of the family, go into be a priest of Pharasma for, well, something of a foreign faith. Yet, it seems that faith is what's guiding the town now. In your form, of course. I have something for you.
Oh?
You saved many of my workers, all of them, in fact. They all meant something to me, and we all pitched together something for you. Odds and ends, here and there. This rune should be able to protect you from, well, not just assaults on the body, but assaults on the mind, the constitution, or the ones that test your reflexes, of course.
Oh,
A resilient
Father,
rune.
this is a lot.
It is, yes, but you're going to need it. I've kept many of these just for our own defense, but you seem to have it all handled, so they may be better in your hands. So, resilient rune, smoke ball, basically a smoke bomb, healing potion, moderate, sovereign glue, something we use for some of our most important creations, and well, this one, I think it was the one of the other workers explained they use this potion of quickness to catch up on their work if they need to.
Oh, I bet. I could see how that could work.
This is all very generous of you and the workers.
Yes, and
Extremely.
it's our way of showing thanks.
We accept, of course. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done if you weren't okay. I was so scared.
I know. But I'm fine. We're all fine. Thanks to you. Whatever's happening, it seems different than before. Very different. Things vanishing out of nowhere. Matsu's disappearance. I don't know what it is, but I'm glad you're ready to figure it out.
We're going to work so hard at this. It's still a mystery to us too. I think we have some leads. We're gonna definitely be doing some research with tomes that we found at the monastery. I
Yes.
think they can help us.
Well, then I shan't waste any of your time, any more of it. I should get back to seeing what we can salvage out of the operation. It might be lost, really, honestly. But, we'll see what we can do.
Well, for now, even if it is lost, we can still all work together to get through the winter. And then maybe once we've done that, we can find a way to rebuild that.
Yes, well, that's what matters most. Surviving. Whatever this is. And we can
That's
rebuild properly after. By the way, you've done good work, my son. Continue it. Your mother would be proud.
If you need any help with repairing things, I can try to help in the future.
We'll see. We'll see if it's more important to build up the paper house than with those resources somewhere else. I imagine resources are more important elsewhere.
You could just kind of like he's clearly in a really emotional state right now. He's kind of sinks down into a chair to just kind of process for a bit.
Say, I was walking around town last night. I just had this feeling that maybe something about the governor's manor, or where it used to be, might help us. Might be something to look into more once we've read a bit more about how everything works.
How could it possibly help? There's nothing there.
Well, my plinth is still there.
But it's just a platform that didn't disappear. Why didn't it disappear?
I don't know. Maybe it was just far enough outside of the manor. It's something to look into, is all I'm saying, once we've read through the tomes.
Over the course...
Yeah, all right.
Over the course of the rest of the day as well, well-wishers and thankful people of the town also come by and grant you, well, their thanks. Baba Bao actually sort of leads a few of the townsfolk and thanks you for dealing with those Waldgeists. They were afraid if you weren't there in time to deal with them, things could have been a lot worse with that part of town there. So I have some more gifts. And also, you, Air, the child's parents, come by and give you thanks for restoring the doll.
Hey, can I claim those
Aw.
slippers of spider climbing?
This is how she got into the roof. I don't think she needs them anymore. Luckily, she fell onto that pack of papers when the place was falling apart. If you weren't there to help her, I'd be worried she would be... Well, I don't want to think about it, but here. They'll fit any size, of course. And the townsfolk's rewards as well from Mama Bao and the others also contain some interesting items. So yes, the
Oh, wow.
slippers, spider climbing, bands of force, and of course Celadon vase decorated with phoenixes, a little treasure item. But the bands of force are the replacement for what used to be the bracers of armor, which were completely useless. Now there's a reason to use the +1 item bonus to AC and saving throws like armbands, because they have a reaction.
That's a pretty good reaction.
Nice.
Slippers of spider climbing. I can. How long? Once per hour. Lasts for a minute, so good for mid-combat.
Take them if you want.
I think I do. I can use them to just stay on the ceiling during a combat.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or more likely just a wall. But
Would-
the ability to get out of reach is powerful.
I'm also pretty sure you can affix runes to the bands of force, right?
You can
Technically,
affix property runes, but not like a second resilient rune or something. Yeah, so you can affix like a shadow rune, like armor property runes. Yeah.
Neat. Okay.
So maybe you or Paulson want those.
It would save me a rank 4 spell slot. Because that basically has the same effect as rank 4 Mystic Armor. Plus a reaction and talismans.
I have other things to spend my reaction on.
Who wants the resiliency rune? I definitely want it, but I'm sure you guys also want it. It's probably equally as useful for everybody.
It's
Yeah.
I am the
Armor
person
value.
who has the least use for it. Because I'm either casting Mystic Armor or using these Bands of Force.
I do have a +1 change rate, but I don't know. I guess I could also use those instead.
Bowsin, are you using armor or like explorer's clothes or anything?
I'm using explorer's clothing.
Do
I guess
do
the
you use
armor-
runes in it?
I do.
Then I guess I'll take the Bands of Force then, because I don't have anything like that.
Oh, then
Oh
you
no, I don't
currently
have any runes.
don't have a +1 armor rune.
Yeah, that's why I took this the slippers, so that I can just not get in melee.
+1 armor and resiliency runes are the next steps in baseline improvements. Very good to have.
Yeah, I think I'll let. I mean, Yuka, what do you think? It's better for you or better for me?
If you have any intention of boosting your like explorer's clothes with armor runes, I don't know.
I think it's better on
I
Yuka
do
right now.
intend on it. I didn't have the money.
Okay.
I got the wand first.
It would let me get an extra level 4 spell slot, so like that's why I'm really interested in it.
Oh, okay, take it then. If it's a level 4
Okay.
spell slot, take it.
It's a level 4 spell slot.
So for the resiliency rune, do you guys mind?
Rank
if
4.
Shugo takes that.
Wait, this is resiliency.
One of the gifts was a resiliency rune as well. But since you don't have +1, Balzin,
I can't equip it.
I think you technically can. It just almost never happens that you don't have a +1 before you get a resiliency. It's like getting a striking rune before you have a +1 on a weapon, you know?
I mean, we might be able to afford it thanks to that treasure.
Yeah, actually. Because +1 runes, actually, let's move you guys out after. Did you take all the loot? Yes, okay. Good. Ow. Use my finger that I cut on the keyboard. Anyway.
Ow.
Yeah.
It's a sharp keyboard.
Now, sharp scissors that I poked through something and had my fingers on the other side of. Stupidly. Anyway. Yeah, fabric scissors are pretty heavy duty. They're crazy. Anyway, yes, so Shinzo. Shinzo does have armor runes in his rune shops. And actually, I'm going to add resilient runes, because he would have those too. So maybe a good time to actually do some sailbox stuff at the moment. We'll want to go through that real quick.
Yeah.
I think we did that kind of recently, so I don't know if we have much more to sell.
Actually you're right, but we can sell the vase, and you guys have 150 gold in the party inventory to use how you wish, if you wanted to get one thing or another, like a armor potency or whatever.
Armor.
You can get an armor potency, I'm fine with that.
Same, yeah.
Awesome. My character sheet. I have 8 gold, 1 silver.
So you'll need 2 more gold after the vase's money.
Anybody want to donate 2 gold?
I don't have 2 gold.
I might try to find my sheet again. Just close it.
Because they're very broke.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mind if I take the
I'm rich. I can do it.
mind if I take the resiliency rune? I don't think anybody
Yeah,
said yes
nobody's.
or no to
Yeah,
that.
Shugo, you're
Yeah,
good.
you
Yeah.
can take it. You're gonna do more saves.
I'm looking beaten up all the time.
If there's silence after you ask, then nobody cares, and you can take it.
Yeah.
Yep, basically.
Bowsin, give yourself a platinum.
Whoa.
You guys throwing money around. That governor pension.
Whoa. Thank you. So then, -1 platinum, minus the vase, armor potency.
The vase money is in the party inventory. 150 gold.
You can probably just remove that 150 Aeon.
Oh, okay.
Or no,
Bazin, do you have?
yeah, Boston, you take the gold out of the party inventory, and then you can actually buy the rune.
Just
Yeah,
take the
let's do
gold
that.
and make it easy. So, yeah, since you guys did actually do sale bucks recently, didn't you? So,
Yeah, there's nothing really else to sell.
Mhm.
Boston, take those 2 moderate healing potions out of the party inventory as well.
Good idea.
Did I forget to activate the calendar? I guess I did. That's fine. Doesn't really matter at this point, or this particular moment, as you guys are, you guys have an objective, right, for the start of winter here? Going to be researching?
We sure do.
Okay.
Hmm?
Now,
Also,
something else.
try to learn these spells.
Sorry, Bazin.
I should probably also spend some time learning some of the spell scrolls I have from the temple.
Oh yeah, I think it's 1 day, and then you need to spend money.
Ew.
Yeah, you need to spend money for that stuff. Actually, no, I'm gonna say for those particular things, just add them to your lists. That's fine. I'm not gonna have you go through that stuff. Because
Okay.
you specifically
take
found them, and they are occult spells. The only problem is they're rare, quote unquote. But nah, it's fine. You have them. Make things easier. Now, as winter begins, as time passes, the townsfolk are going to have to weather, of course, the winter times here, the winter season. And as temperatures drop, as maybe snows sort of filter the land, or winter rains bring much chill, and these little supernatural occurrences here and there keep popping up strangely. Things, little objects sort of vanishing, and people thinking they're seeing more ghosts here and there. Hope will reduce every week by 1d4. And I rolled a 4 for the first one. Hope reduces by 4 as people, in the aftermath of what happened, they're stricken with worry, and it really gets to people's heads. So your hope value is now decreased to 17. Also,
Oh boy.
food and security, each reduced by 1 flat per week. But of course, there can be also other things that affect these things going forward. But that's all that happens, sort of the attrition for this week. You guys have a week to, I guess, just research. You can't do any more like food or security or hope things anymore, because now you're just using it up because it's wintertime. Can't really do much defense building or anything like that in the mud and all that. So you just have a week of downtime for whatever you want to research. So give me some pointers, guys.
Shugo's gonna do what he does, or what he can do, and he's gonna start going through those Sankpashti texts to see what he can learn from them.
Okay. So, going through those Sankpolchi texts there, I would like you to roll a Sankpolchi lore. Basically allows you to skim through the boring parts. Okay, 28 total. So, there's a background system to this. You guys will be accruing a bit of research. Kind of like in Kingmaker when you were researching the exploding people thing, if you remember.
I certainly do.
Yes, but with that 28, you do get 1 point. Doesn't get you anything new, but maybe with some pointers from anybody else in the group, you could figure out something. So,
Yeah.
what's everyone else doing?
Should aid him in that research.
Okay.
Good intelligence.
And roll any of the 4 magic skills: Arcana, Nature, Occultism, Religion.
Yeah, that's easy then.
You can ask sort of around town, maybe brainstorm with people, maybe people like, what's her name? Igawa Jube with her texts from Liadon's father, other learned, wise people, clerics around town, so that would be diplomacy. And
Yeah. Oh, I'm up for that.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. I will go with occultism.
Okay. Very good rolls. You guys are really getting on top of this. That's actually a critical success from Baozin.
Only I can see what the roll is. What did I roll?
You rolled a 36 total. I don't know
Nice.
why Foundry's bugging out in V13, making your rolls vanish just as much as those townspeople are, so, yeah. But that's a critical success. Yuga, go ahead with your diplomacy, and Liaodong?
I'm probably also going to go for occultism.
Okay.
20.
As you're going around, you're having a little bit more difficulty asking about these particular things. People are more coming to you with concerns about this and that, and you're having to handle all of that this week, all of the like sort of divvying out resources and all of this. Hey, can we do this? Can you mediate on this? And it overtakes the original purpose of trying to figure out some of the research with people, unfortunately.
And yet, for some reason, it was strangely satisfying.
Liaodon, though, your expertise fails you today. Or this week, rather. You're poring over texts, you get sort of lost in tangents here and there that never end up resulting in anything, unfortunately, so you have to backtrack, and it just didn't work out for you. But Baozin, on their track, got pretty lucky and pretty, well, their knowledge of the occult as well is incredible, so with that, you guys realize that after what Jihui told you, that idea of looking into the governor as your way out of all of this, that's probably where your research should go. So, sort of a recap and sort of just a confirmation. You are certain that it was Governor He Shanbao whose failed ritual to offer protection from the influence of the dead fiend Kugapti, it had the opposite effect of what it should. It resulted in the creation of the mindscape that you are now trapped in, and allowed the fiend's influence to grow stronger within it. So it was the governor who tried a ritual to protect the town from the influence of the fiend, but rather it reversed. It got reversed on him.
So we need to learn the nature of that ritual, I think.
Yes. Figure out how to unravel it. Untangle
Who-
those strings.
Who else could have possibly known about it?
Well, most rituals,
Society check.
you can't do the rituals yourself, right? They take more than one person. Maybe there's somebody else that helped him.
They might have also vanished in the mansion. It's hard to say.
I guess that would make sense.
But we don't know that yet, do we? I suppose it's a good point. Try, maybe we can see if we can figure out who might have been close to the governor at that time, especially anybody involved with magic.
Maybe Light-On's sister might know something.
Very likely if she'll... Though, we'll have to obviously check in first. At the very least, we could probably check my father's library.
Why did the governor know about Kugapti in the first place? Yeah, that's an interesting question, isn't it?
Maybe he heard of stories of some sort.
I mean, there are stories, of course, but
Question for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
So there was an event at the monastery, the Night of Swords or something like that, a long time ago.
Yep.
Do I know of anybody that has been to the monastery in that time on a regular basis?
A Night
Or
of
since that
Broken
time?
Blades, a few years ago, yeah. You really don't know that anybody from the village went up there. So what happened with that Night of Broken Blades a few years ago was, a few sort of, lumber workers came to town and were like, hey, we're gonna go into the forest, and, they didn't really say that they were going to the monastery. But apparently, after going to the monastery, they returned as undead, wreaked havoc upon the village. But the town guard were able to deal with it.
And we saw why at the monastery with that axe lodged into the tree.
Seemingly. But, that being said, the week comes to an end. And in that time, actually, you, are gifted something from Yummy. The, your, well, cat friend that is, that hangs around the Cerulean Tea House comes up to you with a... Let's see. Sorry,
A dead animal.
I was
literally
about to
just
say, like,
lost
a
it.
giant rat.
A partially chewed origami crane. It's the best I could do for you.
That was half right.
Where did you find this?
Did you make this?
One of the children left it out. I thought, well, it would look better within the Cerulean Tea House rather than cast aside.
Okay.
Is there anything special or notable about it?
No, it's just a paper crane.
Okay. It's a very cat-like thing to do.
Extremely.
Amazing.
But now, a new week begins, and you guys have more opportunities to research. So you may do the same things, you may do different things. I'm going to go through the attrition numbers here as well, but you guys can roll, and then, you know, we'll see what happens with them.
I'm going to be consulting with my sister and with the library at home.
Who produces once more?
I think I'm going to do an occultism to see if I could understand the nature of that ritual. Given that we recently saw some stuff disappear due to those other fiends, it may be related. That's what I'm thinking.
And I'm going to do what we discussed and try interviewing townsfolk, trying to get to the bottom of figuring out who might have been around the governor before that ritual happened, who might have known about the ritual, etc. Any kind of leads like that, diplomacy type stuff.
Okay.
And
So.
Shugo...
So... Yeah, sorry, yeah, go ahead, Shugo, sorry.
I think Shugo's gonna keep it looking at the books for just a little bit longer, just
Okay.
to see if there's any more information about rituals that could do this.
Sure. So everyone, go ahead and roll your rolls. Leodon, he's specifically going to your sister, back towards the Mother's Coil Wizard Tower. And, as you step in here, you find, Igawa sort of, going about her business, sort of cleaning up the place. Oh, long time no see, brother. You never really visit anymore, now that you're so important to everybody else.
Ah, well, you've made yourself pretty clear that you've always preferred having me out of your hair.
Yes, well, books were never your forte necessarily. You were more about the applied sciences. So, I fear our paths diverged then. But why are you here? You looking
Well,
for something?
It is books that I'm looking for and more information about the current goings on, everything that's happening and disappearing, and I was hoping that perhaps something would find itself in these books here.
Perhaps. Go ahead, peruse, look around. You know, Father's collection is vast and not very well organized, as she rolls her eyes.
It will take me a while, but I'm sure I'll find something, and I'll probably do it before you do. He gives her a cheeky grin.
It's not my objective that we share. No. This is your business alone. I'll help you find what you need, but I won't be researching alongside you. But yeah, go ahead and roll your occultism as well, Leodon.
Well,
You have hero points.
may as well.
Much better roll. Total of 30. As you're perusing, you find quite a few different things about moving one's mind here and there. Your father seems to have been very interested in translocation, movement across dimensions, but also fell into a subsection of which, where the body doesn't follow, only the mind enters a deeper realm. Sort of reminds you of this mindscape that you're in. And Igawa sort of looks over your shoulder. Oh, that stuff. Father got really interested in that stuff before he died. He was, I think at the time he spent a lot of time with the governor.
Oh, I see. Do you think that he told the governor something that, well, he shouldn't have in the end?
Well, I don't know. But now that you point it out, perhaps it does have something to do with the governor's disappearance. After all, the governor was no great spellcaster. Your father was.
But surely he wouldn't have been gullible enough to, well, look us away in this plane here.
Perhaps, perhaps not. I don't know. Can't ask him anymore. But maybe he had some sort of idea. Maybe he was of the same mind as the governor. This whole thing about Kugapti. None of us ever knew about it before all this happened. And your father kept his secrets very well.
Leodon grows increasingly worried as this conversation goes on. Well, but I'll just have to pore over more, and I'm sure something can be found that will clear his name at this point.
Well, your secret's safe with me. Family secret, as it were. Don't need to go around telling everyone that your father gave the governor the tools for all of this to happen. Now do we?
Of course.
I'll aid you however I can, though I'm just as invested as you are in getting out of this mindscape, whatever it is. But, well, I'll leave you to it.
I have a lot to think about after this.
I'm sure you do. And I didn't really suspect anything until you started looking at those particular things. There were so many little tangents that Father went on, but this one coincides quite well. Time and material-wise. We'll see. She shrugs her shoulders and walks away. And as you guys continue your research, let me see. I'm trying to find where's the research? There it is. Okay, so Shugo, as you're looking through, because you have the specific lore, you actually succeed. And we'll say once Shugo gets to that point, that's 4 points, and you get a bit of extra information, or at least confirmations. You can confirm. Kugapti no longer directly threatens the mindscape after what you did at the monastery. You're sure of this. Yet the fact that it remains that supernatural threats continue to threaten Willowshore confirm that there's a greater effect at play. Governor Heishanbo likely performed the ritual, of course, in his manner, and when it failed, he and his manor seemed to have been shunted into their own mindscape, in parallel with the rest of Willowshore. If that makes any sense. Yuga, as you're walking around, you're sort of brainstorming solutions with others in the town. You're able to gain some insights. Baozin, in your own sort of investigations, you're able to find even more information, and as you two put your heads together, you can further get a little bit more information this week. Now, normally, and Leodon's investigations also add on to this a lot, normally, to enter or exit a mindscape, one must use a complex ritual called a mindscape door. While this full ritual's intricacies are probably beyond discovery, using the resources in town and gathered at the Tanzuki Monastery, it should be possible with a little more study to come up with another ritual capable of opening a door into Heishanbo's mindscape, due to its metaphysically close proximity to Willowshore's mindscape itself. Perhaps with Heishanbo's aid, or using references likely still contained within his manor, the full mindscape door ritual could be researched, allowing for a full escape from the mindscape back into the real world. But just a bit more research and a shift, the mindscape shift ritual, need to be gained first. And then maybe with the governor's aid, you may be able to finally find the key that unlocks the door out from this realm you're all trapped in.
This is good news. Very good news. We just need to figure out how to get into that realm.
It's a bit above my pay grade, but I think if we consult with another, we could probably find something.
Yami trots up with a partially eaten sparrow.
What size of sparrow?
Decent sized. You all, don't have a chef anymore, so I thought I'd help.
Oh, thank you.
Walks away again. But that's the end of that.
Kind of pick up the dead sparrow and like,
Don't read too much into it.
cook.
Don't read too much into it. But
Are you allowed to eat birds, Yuga?
What? Are you allowed to eat dragons? That's probably not the same thing.
I've never tried.
Right. Well, I'm not a bird anyway. I'm a tengu.
Anyways, where would you like me to assist with research going forward? Do I think I can get more out of those books, or am I kind of at a stalemate with those?
You are not. There is a little bit more you can research out of the books themselves.
Okay.
They have most of it, but you get going around brainstorming and that has a little bit of a limit to it. But I think Yuga still has some opportunity there. Otherwise, most of the research comes from the books, the collections, the libraries, and such.
If we're doing another set of rolls, I mean, Shugo's gonna keep hitting the books.
Sure thing. I do need to roll again the d4 for hope.
I'm gonna need you to re-roll that with the my hero point.
Nope.
Dang.
Hope continues to fall as people are wondering, well, what, is anything going to happen? Are you guys going to be able to do this? There's a lot of uncertainty at the moment.
After all we did.
We'll try to reiterate a point. So, not really reiterate, but to, I guess, bring it back up, because I don't know how to say when to say this. God, I hate my language sometimes. So basically, what we gathered is that the main person who had helped was Yaron's father.
If Liadon divulged that to the party.
If he does.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. That's a dead end, isn't it?
Is it?
Mm.
Did your father die or disappear?
Well, I probably know it as him dying, right?
Well, so, what you know about that, The old wizard simply died of old age.
Fair enough.
And he is buried within the graveyard.
Well, yes, my father has died, and he is even in fact buried here. He's not disappeared with the governor, if that's what you're implying.
I genuinely couldn't remember, so yeah, I had to ask.
And Anjal, your father died last year. Or like 6 months ago, like 2 months before all of this occurred.
He did pass away shortly before everything unraveled here, though.
Awfully convenient. I'm not implying anything, I'm just bitter.
It almost sounded like you were implying that.
I know, that's why I wanted to make that correction.
Well, the attrition has occurred for this week. People's hope dwindles. Food insecurity is just fine.
Dwindles, you say.
But you guys have another chance this week to finish up your research and maybe bolster people's hope after you figure something out and can start acting on what's going on. Otherwise, people just kind of sit around during winter with not much to do, no crops to harvest. Just surviving. So, what are your researches this week?
More
I'm-
books.
See, I'm gonna work on that ritual. See if I can figure out how we can.
Gonna help with that ritual, because that seems helpful to do.
I'm gonna use
Is-
cultism. It's my best skill for this.
Is the diplomacy even getting me anywhere?
Yeah, it is. You feel like there's a little bit more you can do with it.
Why don't I just do that then?
I'll take 30.
30 is good. 23 is good too.
Man, why can't we roll it?
I'm feeling heroic.
Except for you guys.
Heroic diplomacy. Go. 27.
So, with everyone putting their heads together, you're all able to finally sort of pull together a ritual. An ability to shift mindscapes if you're sort of adjacent to it, if you're close to it, and you are almost basically in parallel with the governor's mindscape as well. And so you've discovered the mindscape shift ritual. And for some reason I lost the button to put things in chat.
I wonder how difficult it's going to be to cast it.
Yes. So here, I'm going to put it in each of your inventory, or actually somebody's inventory, or ritual page, and then it should be able to work here. Let's see. Mindscape shift over here, rituals. There we go, and then I can put it out the chat. So it's in Bazin's little thing. So, you learn that Mindscape shift will require some diagrams and incense, not worth too much. The primary caster needs to be an expert of Arcana or occultism, or knowledgeable about Willowshore lore, because it is shifting into a mindscape that is directly about Willowshore, so that would help. Secondary checks, which are just basically aid actions: Arcana, Deception, Diplomacy, Occultism, Perception, or Willowshore lore. Everyone needs to be involved in it, in one way or another, though, because the targets are yourself and the secondary casters.
I guess it's gonna be Willowshore lore for me.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a
there's-
minute, diplomacy.
Diplomacy's an option.
Do we need?
But
Should we be doing this immediately, or should we talk to anybody first?
We should probably update the people on the map.
He just disappeared from one day to the other. I'm pretty sure that would leave a pretty bad impression.
I agree. We don't have to go into terribly too much detail, but I'm not really sure what detail there is. We managed to figure out the ritual that may allow us to rescue the governor from wherever he's trapped.
I think it would be good to just tell them, because maybe it'll make people believe in something.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely. We have nothing to hide. This is great. And it's not like we're doing this just for the governor. Doing this may be able to help all of us to figure out what the governor did to put us in this situation and to get us out of it again. Freeing all of us. So yeah, that's the gist of it.
Okay, so you gotta go and tell important persons, spread the word that this is what you're doing, and you'll be away for a little
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
bit? Okay, so you head around telling everybody. Everyone's like shrugging, they're all right with it, sure, but they're not going to hold out hope until they see results. So
That's fair enough. They just need to know
Mhm.
that we're not just disappearing for nothing.
okay.
let's perform this ritual at the governor's manor.
Yeah.
All right.
Jugo, do you know the layout of the manor? I don't want to hop us into the bathroom at the wrong time.
We will be doing it from my plinth outside,
That's a good idea.
Perfect.
because who knows what this other place might be like. I assume it will be the same, but wait, I wonder if all the townsfolk will be there as well. I wonder if we'll be there. I don't
Well, the mayor's not here, so we won't be there. Well, we will be, but not yet.
I need to finish setting my spell quickly.
Yeah.
Although you're going AFK in a few minutes, aren't you?
I have like 8 minutes. 7 minutes, so
Okay,
we
cool.
can continue with this ritual, and then maybe
Yeah.
I'll have to step away, and we'll take a 5-minute break then. But I'll let you know. So,
So, do we have the money to actually buy what we need?
as Yuga actually went around and asked about the South Bank traditionalists, because of your reputation with them, we'll give you the incenses and sort of Fulu's diagrams, anything you need, so you do not have to pay for it.
That's good.
So cool.
So
I sure do
reputation,
love
actually.
the free occult ritual.
Mhm.
That's great.
The reputation that you've been building for the past 20 sessions actually came into play. Wow.
Is everybody ready? Is everybody packed? We might not come back for a while.
I am almost ready. Just give me a moment. I want to look at what I can do.
But who's gonna keep Yami fed in our absence?
I think Yummy can feed themselves just fine. You saw the sparrow they brought back.
Okay, actually, who's gonna keep the tea house clean now that Yami's all on his own?
Asked Shinzo to clean it for us while we're gone. I'm sure he would appreciate that.
So, here's going to be the primary check for the ritual. It is the main one that makes it succeed or fail.
Alrighty, that will be me. Do I
Okay.
get cast or do I?
You simply roll me your occultism, and then everyone else roll whatever check you would like for the secondary checks part of it. You all sort of gather around there, a few sort of onlookers as well, well-wishers, sort of waving, well, not interfering, but watching from the hill that is the rest of the sort of town here. The manor, its place is a little bit lower than the rest of the town along the shoreline here. So occultism 27. Okay.
It's like a bit of a stretch, but do I get my pursue elite bonus to this check?
What's your pursuer lead?
Well, the governor's mana disappearance.
Oh, well, yes, of course. You're directly investigating that right now.
Fair enough.
So, you guys did well here. So, remember for rituals, the secondary casters, if they succeed, they don't do anything. But if they fail, they reduce the main check by 1, I believe. So all of the secondary casters, you all regularly succeeded. The DC for the secondary cast is a little bit lower for this than the primary cast. Baozin, as you are sitting there conducting the ritual, your allies sort of either, maybe using diplomacy to speak about this other place, to sort of get your minds attuned to it. Shugo just looking out, looking at your surroundings, noting particular objects, particular things, trying to get your perception in alignment with this parallel mindscape. Leodon, just aiding with the general ritualizing of it. You, Baozin, the crux of it, are able to pull together the incenses, pull together the words of power, pull together the threads in your mind, and imagine a parallel web that sits upon the web you guys are already in, the little web. And thinking of it that way, you see a door, you see a way through, and as you're holding hands with your allies, there's a lurch, a drop within your minds, as if falling backwards. But you trust it. You don't pull away. And as you fall backwards, you sort of fall backwards and then under yourselves, like you're falling a full 180 degrees around. And you sit up in this upside down world. Your mind sort of shifts its location senses, its perception of reality, for this parallel place, but that seems upside down in a way. On the other side, quote unquote, of reality. And you look around and you see Willershore. You see, looking up the hill, smoke rising from chimneys. You see people in the distance walking about, going about their business. But there's no crowd on the other side, not like there was on the side you came from. There's just people going about their business, here and there. And I'm going to move us to a different map.
Is there anybody that I would recognize?
Not yet. Give me a second to do some setup here.
Sure.
Let's see, where's the fog? I like the fog. There we go. Actually, I don't want this fog. There's actually a baseline fog that's better than this. Hold on. Let's do this. Go. Ambiance. Fog. Actually, I like this one a little bit better. You'll arrive here. Same spot you did the ritual at, in front of the governor's manor. But as you all turn around to look, to see if the governor's manor is there, it is. And standing in front of it, guarding the gate, is a statue of a coiling dragon.
Oh,
Hugo. Standing guard. Or at least his statue. Lifeless. Eyes unmoving. Just stone. Maybe some jade coloring.
well, that's uncanny. Seeing this again after so long.
She's just gonna walk over to the statue and kind of like poke at it with the claw.
You poke. And it's like somebody built a statue out of you. You were never able to touch your own statue in spirit form, but now, seemingly, you have a physical form and you're touching your home, your statue. A strange sensation you've never had before.
This is very strange.
But as you guys are getting your bearings, I am going to have to take a 5, maybe a little bit longer break here. So I will be back as soon as I can. But yeah, we'll be back in just a bit as you guys have entered this parallel universe to your already
Sounds
strange
good.
mindscape. I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back everyone. Sorry about that. Had to grab something. So, where were we? As you guys have been, well, transported to this different place, seeing passers-by here and there, up the hill, you're in front of the governor's manor. Hugo, having seen a statue of himself, the very same statue that he, well, now occupies through his spirit. And the governor's manor itself still looms, though covering its walls, its exterior, are many strange objects, protective charms, fulus, incense dispensers, all sorts of protective wards. Anybody who's proficient in religion can roll a religion check for that.
I have great news.
I do have.
Bam. I have
Alright.
better news.
I have equal news.
Both of you, yes, realize that these many, many wards, they're all directed towards defending against the dead.
Dead, you say?
That's true.
Would it be keeping that inside or keeping that outside?
Keeping dead out.
Well, as far as I know, we're not dead.
Do you want to check the rest of the town first? Like, see what we can learn.
Checking the rest of the town first to see what we can learn.
Not a bad idea. But let's be honest, this is what we're here for. Given that only the governor's manor, there were other people that disappeared. One person. And some rubble. Maybe.
I mean, I
that's
don't
here.
I don't think going over to my family's house to see what it's like in this mindscape would be a productive use of our time.
Okay, let's just go into the manor. We need to deal with this. As much as it would be interesting to see what happened with, like, the tea house and whatnot.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk past my own statue up to the gates and go in.
As you step up to the gate, there's a explosive blast of violently magic energy that slams into you. I need a reflex save.
Oh,
We got this.
I think it was only me.
It's only
I
Shugo.
assume.
No, I wasted a 20.
It's a-
Now it's gone forever.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Can I
Sure.
give Shugo my 20?
It's a better roll. Still a failure. You take 4d12 plus 16 force damage, and are flung 20 feet back. Blasted back past your allies, and landing in a heap. And you also take
Pull my
10.
token out, please.
Oh yeah. You also take 10 bludgeoning damage from, well, landing after that 20 feet.
Sugar just kind of crumples on the ground for a few minutes, just spread out like a noodle.
I get the feeling they don't take guests currently.
Or the guests they've been getting have been quite poor.
Yes, but why would that reject us? Shugo says as he gets back to his feet and moves back over.
Was it rejecting us or rejecting you?
Be my guest.
Why don't you try it, Yuga?
Me? Leodon can do it.
Excuse me?
Well, I'm just saying stronger and more durable than me.
Yuga, a little help would be appreciated here. Did that blast get anybody's attention?
No. People are still walking around. Nobody really has any business close to the governor's manor, it seems.
Okay.
Wait a minute. People are walking. Hold on. Which people?
People? You don't see
I already-
who they are from afar. You can walk up to them. You want to walk up to anybody?
The alternative is making myself look like a fool in front of my friends. So, yes, that sounds great.
Okay.
Oh, now you want to go check out the rest of the town, Yuga. After I get blasted away.
Just walk up to anybody. What do you say?
Hi, excuse me.
Oh, hello there. Just a random person, male, 20s, gray, or not gray, but black hair.
Excuse me, do you know anything about what's going on at the governor's mansion?
Oh, he's just defending against evil spirits. That sort of thing. You must be new in town.
New in,
Something like
I,
that.
I live here?
You live here? Well, I've never met you before. It's a bit of a big place, though. There's some people I haven't met. I'm sure maybe I never passed you by.
I work at the cathedral and also help out part-time with the doctor.
Oh, I've been to the cathedral plenty of times. I would have seen you. And either way,
Right.
you have a good day. I have much to do.
Oh yeah, same to you, same to you.
He steps away very quickly.
Shuffles away as fast as possible.
I look at the others and I'm like, this is so weird. This is so weird.
You do see somebody you do recognize.
Oh.
A guard on one of the corners here. Hayarha, the guard that you first met when you were entering and reclaiming Willershore from the monsters early on.
That's interesting. I'm definitely going over to them and waving. Excuse me.
Yes, what do you need?
Yes, I just oh gosh, I don't know how to word this. This is the strangest question.
I'm here to serve, I suppose. Are you looking for directions?
Yuga takes a slow, deep breath for a moment, and you don't happen to go by the cathedral often, do you?
Every so often. Maybe there's a funeral to attend or something like that.
Noted. All right. So what I'm actually looking for is, we very much need to have an audience with the governor.
Oh, well, I think I saw the governor running around earlier. He's often on the streets looking for materials. He's quite the spellcaster, seemingly. I wouldn't know anything about that.
Seemingly.
Good.
You wouldn't have any idea. I guess we're probably on our own for that one, aren't we? Oh boy.
I don't know where he is, if that's what you're asking.
More or
But,
less, yes.
Are you envoys from a different village? Why do you need to speak to our governor?
Something like that. I'm actually a sort of a religious expert, and there's an issue, spiritual matter, that we desperately need to discuss with him.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll find him around somewhere. He sort of shrugs his shoulders and smiles.
Thank you. Very much appreciate it. I just kind of put on this big smile as they look at the others. The kind of smile that somebody has on when they're telling themselves that everything is fine, but it's really not fine.
Hugo, you feel something oddly brush against your skin. A ball of silkworm seems to have fallen from somewhere on high and struck you on the way down. They writhe helplessly on the ground like maggots, as there are no mulberry trees in winter to feed them. You just stare down at it.
So it is winter here as well, right?
Seems so. Brisk, but a nice day.
Shugo's gonna look up.
You look up
Like a tree up there or something?
at an open sky. Can't imagine where they would have fallen from.
Weird, 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 weird.
Is there any like tales or anything about silkworms falling on people randomly?
Not that you can remember.
He just looks at them for a few moments before stepping away. That is very strange.
Well, it's time to go governor hunting, I guess.
That it is.
You guys walk through the streets. Here and there, you'll see a friendly face. You see, well, Mama Bao's shop is open. She's selling her buns as usual. There's, some of the children you've helped with before. Go, the guy that you helped with his thing out on a boat. He's fishing. Matsu walks through the streets here. Your disappeared chef.
Now I definitely do not want to go to the paper mill. Please don't make us go to the paper mill, friends.
I'm gonna go to the clinic.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. You said Matsu?
Yeah.
Matsui?
Matsu. Your chef.
Matsu? We need to check with him first. To see if it's our Matsu or theirs. Because we don't know for sure yet.
You see him
I
in
have
the
no idea how
town
we're gonna word
square,
this.
sort of buying up some food.
Shugo waits before he goes to let them talk to Matsu.
Mm-hmm. He's just pouring over some tomatoes there, looking for the ripest.
I think I have an idea how to approach this. I'm gonna come over toward the tomatoes and look at them as well.
He just continues to look, picks one out, goes over to the stand, and starts paying for it.
And I would have been in his line of sight at some
Yeah.
point.
You would have.
No reaction means it's probably not our Matsu.
Shall we go to the clinic then?
Sure. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
Alright. Pass him by. Another ball of silkworms falls down from somewhere just in the sky. You pass over the small bridge that leads over to Dr. Dami's shop. The clinic, the Hand of Spring, as it was called, or as it still is called here. See on the sign. But as you walk by some other things in town here, you notice on the side of the clinic, a black shadow slowly appears on the building, as if the walls were being burnt from the inside. Slowly creeps across it like an ink splotch, sort of spreading across paper.
That's concerning. I'm gonna look into the clinic and see if there's like a fire inside or something.
That's a
Nothing
good
at all.
idea.
No heat, no light flickering, no flames dancing. When you look back at the place where the shadow was, it disappeared.
Shugo's gonna call out, Ibuki, are you here?
You hear nothing for a moment. And then yelling from inside. You've angered the spirits. No, I need more resources, okay? And this cut, it's not my problem. Not mine. This doesn't seem to be from you calling out Shugo, though, that you hear voices inside.
Shugo's gonna go and see what's going on.
Me too.
Okay. You step in to the place here. And I'm going to move us over to the clinic. Might see old tokens here, and I'll replace them. Yes, quite a few old tokens. Let me remove some of them. 1 second. Little vipers that you guys killed. Dr. Dami. Of course. This is a weird thing with V13 where the DM can't move tokens through walls, which is not reasonable. But anyway. You see Dami, Dr. Dami. You see Ibuki sort of thrashing about the place, knocking things down angrily. There's other villagers sort of shouting out, "What's going on?" And that dark, dour voice seems to have been familiar. Oop, wrong one. Is this one? Yes, there we go. Alright. A familiar, yet unfamiliar face. He seems to be arguing with Dr. Dami as Ibuki is thrashing about the place. Look at what you've done now. You've caused Ibuki's ire. You slashed a Chizong shrine. Why ever would you do that? I just saw something in it. I'm your governor. You'll stand down and get your spirit under control. Just give me what I came here for already.
Oh boy.
Shugo's gonna rush in.
You rush in. And as you rush in, Governor Heishanbo sort of turns towards you all. Dr. Dami sort of rushes away to try to get Ibuki to settle down. And the governor sort of looks at you all as if he has seen a ghost. His face blanches. You shouldn't be here. And you look at a disheveled man, a man who is nothing from the regal stature he had when you guys knew him in life. Or at least in regular sort of Willow Shore. His hair, normally pulled up into a perfect courtly style, now hangs loose and unkempt around his shoulders. His black outer robe is covered in tiny rips and is burned at the edges, looking more like a ragged dressing gown than a fashionable silver-embroidered garment that it originally was. His haunted expression seems to be constantly fighting off frenzied, uncontrollable laughter or an urge to scream in fright. You're his agents. That's what this is.
We're his enemies.
You're my enemies, then.
We are not your enemies.
You're...
We're here to help you. We're here to figure out what's going on. What
No.
did you do to Ibuki?
No. Spirits. Evil spirits. He tries to rush through the door after...
Stop.
And,
We're-
he's at a disadvantage because you guys went to the one place he was actually at before this chase started. You were very intelligent in
incredible.
choosing this place out because it's literally where he spawns, quote unquote.
I was just trying to check up on the spirits because I thought I was gonna check up on Ugly Cute after Ibuki.
It was a
he
really good idea.
tries to rush through the door here. This is sort of like a chase sequence, but you guys have a major advantage. You got him almost actually cornered here. So, I'm just gonna put on, like, combat music. There we go. As he tries to rush
Any
through
help?
you all, if you guys can stop him, he will be stopped here. Diplomacy, athletics to stop him, maybe other sort of things. Just whatever you guys think could be good here. Roll it. He's trying to push through you in a frenzied panic.
You guys think I should use athletics or diplomacy?
Athletics, obviously.
Okay.
Should I make him laugh?
You could, yeah. That'd be an occultism check with assistance from a spell.
Like laughing fit.
Yeah, yeah. So you'd get like a little bit of a bonus. I'll add on the background.
So he's running straight at Shugo, basically, to run past him.
Trying to run through the door, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab him.
Okay, roll your athletics. Bows in, roll your occultism. You could, if you're also trying to help with athletics, it has to be an aid. Well, actually,
I'm
no, it doesn't. have
not
to be.
helping with athletics. I'm using diplomacy to try to talk him down.
I'm here
Okay.
playing that.
Easy enough. Laodon, what were you doing as well?
I wanted to basically try and trip him up with my whip and basically, quote unquote, do an attack roll if device a stratagem, question mark.
Okay, sure.
20's not good
Mhm.
enough. I'm using a hero point.
Okay.
Sorry, come in?
26.
Yeah. Roll your attack roll, Laodon.
Alrighty. I'm gonna need to quickly draw this. Yep.
Okay, so in a quick sequence of events here, Liadon, you see this happening almost immediately. You slam the branch of the great Tsugi tree over towards his legs. He starts to get tripped up. He falls towards Shugo's arms, but Shugo's not able to really stop him. He's a little bit more slippery than that. Bows in, though. You sort of take advantage of that streak of a smile, of that uncontrollable laughter on his face, and use your spell to unleash it as he doubles over, his stomach sort of tight from laughter. And Yuga, as he's sort of debilitated, what do you say?
We're from Willowshore. You're Willowshore. I'm Yuga, the interim governor in your absence.
Why did the
we're-
heroes cross the mindscapes
Basically.
to get
We-
to the governor?
You
Know about you
Get-
coming here. We're here to make sure you're safe, to bring you home.
No, it's all wrong. You shouldn't be here. You're evil spirits. You're that. You. He tries to struggle, but he gives up the fight. I'll fight you if I have to, but you don't seem interested in that.
You
Fine.
don't have to fight.
I guess you'll haunt me then. Haunt me with your jabbing questions, your... Fine. I'll go with you to my manor. We shouldn't speak in public. I will make sure you have safe passage through its walls.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna check on Ibuki before we leave.
Ibuki's thrashing around. He sort of looks at you. And what do you want? Or, sorry, no, it's Aishambo. And what do you want?
Ibuki, are you okay?
He destroyed the shrine of Qizhong, the master of medicine. He cut it down like it was nothing.
Ibuki, don't. We can rebuild it. Don't worry. It will be fine again.
Outsiders know nothing. You know nothing.
You don't know who I am?
I don't know who you are. I've never met you. But get out of my way.
Shugo looks a little dejected.
I'm sorry, visitors. I know, well, Ibuki's just angry. The spirits have been upset by the governor's actions, but I can do nothing to stop them. The clinic's closed for now. I have to try to assuage the spirits.
Is there anything we can do to help?
Oh no, I wouldn't ask any guest of aid, no. This is our trouble, our town's trouble, not yours.
I'm a religious man and an apprentice medic. I've been trained my entire life for it to be my duty to come to the aid of anyone in need.
Oh, no, I
If
insist.
there's anything... Okay.
There's nothing you can do to help her. I appreciate the concern, but I wouldn't ever ask a guest for aid. No, please, before you get hurt.
If you're absolutely sure, then I will respect your wishes.
Steps away.
As do I.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Get this over with.
I would have thought that Ibuki would at least know. I guess spirits are just as affected as everybody else.
Yeah, that surprises me too. I figured if anybody could get recognized, it would be you from Ibuki.
The spirits. The spirits, yes. Yes. He follows you back to the manor.
Just out of curiosity, was this like supposed to be like a big long thing?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
You just found him with a hunch instead of using skill checks to look around or ask around, that sort of thing.
A hunch. Yep, that's what it was. It was a hunch.
Going there for completely unrelated reasons.
So, you head back to the manor, still plastered with all of these wards and fulus and such, and he turns to each of you. You're gonna need this to get through. And he sort of holds out a little ink pen, it looks like, or something like that. A symbol on the back of your hands to allow you to enter past these walls.
I have one question first. Is Ugly Cute here as well?
Ugly cute? You mean the statue?
Yes. Well, no, the spirit. Like me.
Maybe. I don't go out there. I don't have any reason. That's too far, anyway. It's at the edge. At the edge of it. You see. Too close to the border.
The edge is just at the edge of town?
Yes. The
It's
edge.
a small one.
The border. The end. It gets later.
It's a lot
in the
smaller than
day.
I expected.
As he sort of beckons to each of you. Your hands, please. You won't be
Here?
able to pass the wards without it.
I give my
For
hand.
He draws a little triangle with a line through it on each of the back of your hands.
Why would these wards repel us?
Well, maybe since you're from somewhere else, they ward against people who don't belong. Who shouldn't be here. You certainly shouldn't be here. But
Neither
now-
should you.
No, I should be here. I'll tell you, just... He sort of takes a key, unlocks the doors. Come inside. Even though you shouldn't be here, I need to honor you as guests. Yeah. He sort of moves disheveled, sort of back and forth. He used to be very precise with his walk.
Yuga, can you tend to my wounds quickly, please?
Yeah, gladly. We don't have time for 10 minutes, so here.
through the doors, to the dining room. I'll serve you tea. I don't get many guests. None at all, really.
Thank you, Yuga.
Please, have a seat. Gather around. I'll get your food, your tea.
As we are moving through the manor, Shugo's going to
Thank
take a very close look around, see if there's anything like weird or off.
Well, the only strange thing is that there's nobody else in the manor. Also, give yourselves 120 experience points for catching Hei Shenbo, and 120 experience points for bypassing the wards. Alright, here we are, as he sort of exits the room for a moment, gives you guys some awkward silence between each other, before coming back with a tray full of tea and bowls of rice. As he quickly and sort of pretty curtly sort of slams each bowl of rice down in front of each of you, you notice that 2 black chopsticks are sort of poked down into the top of each rice bowl, and sort of passes around the tea as well. Yeah, your tea.
I'm gonna look at it. Does it seem fine?
Roll a perception check.
I'm interested too, of course. I thought it'd cross my mind.
I don't know if scent would help here or not.
Shugo, you don't really pick it up. But Yuga, you know more about local folklore and such. The rice that has... You remember from folklore that rice served with incense sticks or with upright chopsticks is meant as an offering for the dead. Here you are, yeah. I'll humor you. He places down a bunch of tea in front of you all as well. And, my servants, they're gone, but, I can still serve, even though I'm not used to it.
I'm not sure you're used to it either, because this is an inappropriate way to serve it to guests that are alive and well.
Sorry, I thought since, well, he sort of, like, shivers for a moment and, looks down. There's a cat that walks between his legs that he picks up, mewling. Ah, Black Bean. Always there to calm me down. You remember my cat, Black Bean. Such an excellent cat. Such a little cat. You wouldn't be cruel to Black Bean, wouldn't you? She would hunt mice for you. She could play with the children.
Do I remember the mayor having a cat?
Yeah, you do. Sort of pets it hesitantly. You don't like how I serve the food? You think it's an insult? No,
An insult? I think you're just being cautious. I think I understand.
No, you don't understand. You haven't figured it out.
I started to have an idea, especially as in terms of why the wards rejected us until we were kindly let in, and with this offering.
Yes, you suspected you were always your father's child, so much more intelligent than the rest of the poor sops of this town.
So you know who we are.
Yes, I know who you are. I remember. I bet the other folk in this place, this prison, didn't remember anything about you.
We're
Don't
strangers
even
to them. It's very
recognize you.
unsettling.
But I do, yes. You were my subjects once. Your father aided me. You were Karamina's child, one of many. You were new, as he points to Bazen. And you were the spirit that guarded my manor. Come back to haunt me now, have you? All of you. You suspected. My Fulus. The town folks' strange behavior, the impassable barriers around our domain, they all point to the same thing. We're all nothing more than hungry ghosts.
Yuga kind of rubs his head a little. Well, if we were truly dead, then my magic would affect us differently than it does, wouldn't it?
Slams his fist, like angrily, forcefully, suddenly down on the table. The teacups rattle, breaking the silence. Don't be naive. Do you think that friendly greetings will save you from the grave? Do you still avoid whistling or doing laundry at night? Are you scared you'll
Yes.
get offended and eat yourselves? No. None of the old tricks. They won't work here. And neither does it all work this way. The way you think it will. The way you think it does. No. We're all dead. We have no breath to cry now. That time is behind us. We've been dead since the last day of spring. Since Kugapti killed us all. And you are but ghosts, thinking you're still alive. Me too. But I'm at least aware of it. I at least understand that I am dead. Kugapti devoured me. And he took you all with me.
We defeated Kugapki.
No. You did not. You simply stopped his influence on your realm. On the one I left
Our
behind for
realm.
you. I...
Still here.
You want to know what happened? You really want to know? The dead shouldn't
Tell
know
us.
the way they died, but okay, fine. Kugapti lashed out from his grave beneath the Tansugi. What's it they say? Cut off the head of an eel and it will still bite. Did you know he was down there? When you were alive? Surely you must have at
No.
least suspected Withershore's a strange place. Who would have thought a backwater village would have had such a saintly presence or such an unfathomable evil? Who would have thought? I did. I thought. And Angel thought too. He knew as well. He worked with me to seal it away. Your father, Liaodon. He is as much of at fault as I am. But he died before he could ensure the ritual was properly established. He escaped. We did not. I, who certainly did not. What a terrible thing I've done. Hate me for it. Hate me. Let your rage turn you from ghost to vengeful spirits and devour all who threaten our town. He then lapses into a fit of laughter, quite like that of Laughing Fit, the spell.
Was that someone?
But we can... We're not dead.
You are dead. But the ghosts, the damned, the dead, they never really accept it, do they? They go on, living their lives as if nothing happened. Don't they? They don't realize it. Until somebody throws it in their face. Tell them they're dead. You are but ghosts, living on in the mind of a dead god. Lindoru Kugopti.
At the very least, we can get out of here, though. If I'm right, then by working together, we can free ourselves, all of us, and go back home. And if you are right, even working together, we'll still free ourselves from Kugopti and go back to the cycle that was taken
Kugopti.
from us.
Kugopti. The whole thing, it was foolish. I wanted to protect Willowshaw from him. To hide him before the Jorogomo found him.
The
Jorogomo? You don't know? Of course you don't. The hidden rulers of Shenmen. An evil as powerful as Kugopti can't be stopped. Only sealed. The more of him that shakes loose, the more he will try to consume us. And so long as that sacred tree remains sickened by his poisons, one of the spider women will be drawn to Kugopti's grave eventually. They think like me, do you understand? The spider women, the Jorogomo, they love powerful servitors and beautiful people. Well, you know that I am a sinful man, but I'm 1,000 sins short of the Jorogomo.
You at least had your heart in the right place, and I can respect that.
The rulers who weave their web across Shenmen, who rule it from the shadows.
But we cleansed the tree.
Only as a part of your little tiny realm. A tiny piece of Kugopti was pushed away. But no, you don't understand. I sought to heal the Tansuke, to help it keep the fiend imprisoned, but even in death, Kugopti was too powerful for me to overcome. I thought I could control him like a mere spirit, but he was beyond what I could have possibly imagined. What a magnificent being, what a magnificent evil! A pure-hearted priestess free of earthly attachments might have stood a chance. I was nothing to him. He devoured me, every part, inside and out. Do you see now? I am Kugopti, the beast that slaughtered you all. I'm the villain who keeps you imprisoned here. I am at fault for all of this. I, as your killer, tell you you are dead. Get it through your thick skulls.
What do you want to do? Just sit here and do nothing?
He's dead, imprisoned. But he has you in his mind. He thinks of nothing but consuming you.
And if we don't free ourselves from the mindscape, he will consume us. We can still... If we're dead, we can still free our souls.
Free your souls. Nonsense. You
Why
think
did you destroy the shrine?
that she's wrong? Just another reminder. A god of health, In a world of the dead, what use is he? Pharasma has more domain here than any. As he looks pointedly at Yuga. Perhaps that's
Yuga's
why she
not
grants
taking
you
this well.
those powers that you so question so readily. Your goddess. Wouldn't she not be interested in these affairs? Would she not see this all as a travesty? Kuyopti. My ritual, my doing, all of it. Thrusting you all out of the cycle. Dead as you are, but yet not in your goddess's clutches. But within, trapped in an Endoru's mind. In the end, I couldn't.
hate this, yes.
I couldn't protect anything. I failed as a governor. I failed as a savior. I failed as a human being. Were you hoping I could somehow save you? That my magic could bring you back to life? Or do you want to have it out? Do you want to slay me here as some sort of consolation, perhaps? I would accept it. I would accept the challenge. Come now.
Enough talk about slaying you. I'm sick of this.
Don't I deserve it?
No.
For what I've done. Not only have I
deserve.
killed my whole town of 1,000 and more, but I also trapped your souls in the gaping maw of an evil fiend that would have your souls consumed. Would
As
have them
acting governor
stricken.
of Willowshore, I will tell you what you deserve.
It's not about what you deserve. It's about what we can do from here.
You are obligated to help us. It is your duty.
Bumps down.
That will be
Seems
your
to,
penance.
Sort of strokes Blackbean, the cat there.
If we are dead, if we truly are dead, then we owe it to ourselves to try to get back our souls back to the real world, where Pharasma can take them where they're supposed to go. We have to do this.
You wouldn't live on then. You'd be dead. I know that Pharasma cleric who yearns to be in the arms of his goddess. But the rest of you, are you so ready to die? Are you so ready to move on? If you are, well, perhaps there is a way. We're dead, he slew us all, I slew us all. But our souls didn't move on to the afterlife. We became trapped here in cages forged from Kugati's dreams and our own fears. With the right tools, any cage can be opened. Alas, those tools lie beyond my reach. I can see them, but I can't use them. His eyes turn hopeful for the first time, and he holds out one gloved hand. Perhaps even the dead. Even the dead can find a way to fight back. You could finish what I've started. Yes, you aren't Kugati. Your souls and mind remain your own. You can
That's right.
transmigrate back to the living realm. Still, even reincarnate back from death. Finish what I started. We can all escape if you find the way.
Better in the afterlife than the jaws of Kugapti.
There is an interloper in our mindscape. Somebody from the outside.
Interlopers.
I should
No.
say interloper.
They are
do you
simply those who would see ghosts exorcised. Willowshore
I can respect that.
probably lies in ruins. In the real world, from what I did.
I give Shugo a big look.
Ugly Cute and I did have a vision of a ruined Willowshore when I first
You.
came to be here.
And him are the most curious of all. You guarded my manor. You protected me from evil spirits. It seems as though your work continues on.
I suppose so, but it doesn't explain much of anything.
Perhaps not. But sleeping in your statue and this ritual of mine, you saw that it also copied over Ibuki, yes?
Yes,
Spirits.
Ibuki was in both.
Not just the living, but the spirits as well.
Then where
In
am I?
Kugapti's clutches. You're here. You're right here. Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're just a mere copy. I don't know. Something to think about, I suppose. It may have afflicted spirits differently than the rest of us. I couldn't have known. I wouldn't have known. But you're here with the living. No, you're here with the dead. Perhaps you're where you should be. A spirit. It makes sense, doesn't it?
It really does not.
But you're amongst your own kind. Yuga, Leo, Don Balzin, they're all spirits as well.
Shugo looks to them in turn.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, my notes. A thick journal, sort of he withdraws from his glove of storing. Sort of from the wrist of his hand. The total notes on the ritual. And I thought would strengthen the Tanzugi tree. And, the ritual I've been working on to transmigrate back to the living world. Yeah, it's all here. You won't be cruel to Blackbean, would you? She didn't choose her master. She didn't do anything wrong.
What?
As he looks down at his cat, Blackbean. Just meows in his hands.
Why would we be cruel to Blackbean?
Don't be cruel to him. He's a nice kitty.
Yeah, we're not going to be cruel to the cat.
He's nice. He didn't deserve any of this. Beautiful. Look at those eyes. Look at... He sort of, doubles over at that moment, as if crying out for the cat, but no, his body lurches and thrashes as he goes into convulsions, falling to the floor, the chair underneath him sort of sliding to the side.
I run over to him.
You... Don't be cruel to him. Don't be cruel to Blackbean. His body begins to convulse. There are seams as if cloth being torn open, ripping open. With the sound of tearing fabric across his body, clouds of these crimson butterflies erupt from these many rips across it.
No.
Flying out from the hollow shell that seems to be his interior. And now this sort of hollow skin falls to the floor.
No, 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 no.
The cat just looks down at him.
It's not happening.
Why now?
There's a backdrop. You see light shining through the windows from outside, from beyond the wall, pounding against its doors. You hear hammering against it, howling, shrieking townsfolk, masses of them, all around the manor, bashing against its wards, many of them being flung away, but the wards seem to be overwhelmed by the sheer numerity of them all.
How fast can we do that ritual?
Not fast enough. But as the howling crowd breaks through the gates, a second, series of people sort of rushes through ahead of the crowd. 4 figures exactly of the same visage as your own, but without faces. Of course,
I
they're
hate
all
this.
going to look like the one, but each of them seems to be quite equivalent to each of you. The one on the bottom left seeming most equal to Yuga, the one on the top left most equal to Shugo, the one on the top right most equal to Baozin, one on the bottom right most equal to Lao Don. All of these impersonators that just seem to look exactly like you, but without your faces, slam in here as the masses, the howling masses, cheer for their heroes. These ones, these faceless selves of yours. They rush into the room, prepared to attack you.
Shugo's gonna grab Blackbean and stick the cat in like his satchel or something.
Okay. So, for the purposes of this whole thing, actually, we can go through this. We can go. Let's do initiative.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, let's do this one instead. There we go. Alright, so. Yuga, you're first. These figures standing before you, prepared to fight you, impersonating your spellcasting, impersonating, anything you could do, it seems.
I should have come in with my crappy spells from when we were in town. I should have come in with Speak with Plants. That's cool. I guess I'm gonna get a malediction going. Because I don't know if any of my anti-undead stuff would work on them.
Enemies in the area must succeed at a will save or take 1% AC along. Oh, okay. Malediction. Roll. Actually, how? Which of these came with auras? Anyway.
Yeah, that would have been incredible.
But for now, it's these two in front.
For now. With any luck, that'll grow.
The one on the left succeeds, the one on the right succeeds. Unfortunately, with the malediction. Anything else you do?
So those two, I'm going to, for the time being, get into cover.
Okay, rushing past your allies down
It's
there.
gonna, no, I'm not gonna, I don't want to do that actually. I don't like this.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna shield.
Okay, shielding instead in front of your allies. Leodon, it's your turn.
Right then. We'll just close
Oops.
in front of
Yep,
me.
there we go. Should be open.
Right. Leodon seems confused, to say the least, but he looks over at the copy of himself and looks to see if he's better than him and devises a stratagem.
Okay. Seems like a good one.
Alrighty. I wish to recall knowledge if possible.
Sure. Occultism on these guys. Though you aren't quite able to tell exactly what they are or what they could be. There.
Well, for the time being, he seems a bit too giddy to start shooting at himself, but still, he takes
Okay.
aim and he fires.
Fire off. That definitely hits. Roll the damage. "20 against them. Does seem to strike true and wound them as well. They are physical, or at least some form of physical.
Alrighty. With that, I reload and final action. What's that?
Okay, Shugo. If I can get to the thing, hold on. There we go. Shugo.
Yuga, I'm sorry. And Shugo's gonna move up here in front of the Yuga
Okay.
version,
Mhm.
and he is going to just lash out with his jaws.
Easy enough.
I'm not offended.
Well, that's a crit. Slamming your jaws into them as they sort of raise their hands trying to cast a spell. 7 and 7, pretty good rolls. 54. It's a lot of damage for them to take. They're badly injured at this point. So they can take a
See
hit.
if they can beat that fortitude. They can.
They can.
No.
I'm gonna follow up with another bite.
Okay. The quick chomp this time, they're able to get away from it.
Unfortunate.
Darn, I was
Yeah.
hoping you'd be able to kill me quickly.
Face
I bet
this
I'm really annoying.
creature reaches out towards you, Shugo. Trying to leech the lifeblood from you. I need a fortitude save.
With the manipulate?
Oh yes, with manipulate. They reach towards you and they are crit for it with a 16, exactly a crit. You interrupt their spellcast, dealing another 40 damage to them. As they reach out, you just bite into the ham, you tear it off, and they fall to the ground in a black mist before disappearing.
Thank you, Shugo. I actually really like that.
Huh. I just
Right.
figure you'd be the most annoying person to fight here, besides, like, Bazin.
I think that's
Oh,
a
thanks.
compliment.
Speaking of being annoying, I'm going to use my first action to stride over here to see all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast a very fun spell on the three of them.
Entangle
Angle
Fate.
Fate.
Each creature must attempt a will save. Okay. Oh, I'm on
At least two
roller.
of them fail. They also get stupefied 1.
1, 2,
those-
3. 4 on the dice is a crit failure. 7 and 8
that's
also
good.
failures as well. Crit failure on the one in the top left, the one that is Shugo. But
Any
any
creature that becomes stupefied 1 is also enfeebled 1 and clumsy 1 for the spell's duration.
so one critical failure, meaning the other ones also, well, have bad effects for it.
Oh, I love
Wow.
this spell.
So, creature is off guard. If more than one in turn fails to become stupefied, and then they're all enfeebled and clumsy one. Holy shit, okay. Alright.
The duration's only like a couple turns. 3
Mhm.
rounds.
3 rounds, that's a lot of effects for 3 rounds.
Clumsy, enfeebled, stupefied, and off guard. Wow. This is actually a pretty
I like this spell.
impressive
A lot of
Granted,
battles
spell.
none
last
of them
3 or
have
4
to crit
rounds.
fail.
I'm just amused that, like, the effect splashes to all of them if one person messes up.
That's Entangled Fate, I
Entangled Fate.
suppose. This is one of those spells that
Entangled
you
or not.
got from the place too, right? The
Yes, it is.
So these invisible threads of fate all entangle them, and they all don't know their own fates. They don't know kind of who they are, and they all sort of like get confused, entangled, getting in each other's way really badly. So yeah, that'll be really good. That's your turn though, right?
Yep, that's all my actions.
Alright, this one here in the back is your impersonator. They're going to cast a Phantom Pain back in your direction, Baozin, but they have to make a flat check because of the stupefied one, which they do fail. Final action, they're just going to step here. Actually, no, they wouldn't because their marshal is there. As their last action, they're going to sort of yell out, sort of babbling strangely at Yuga. You never liked me, Yuga. Or something like that. You know, intimidation check. You succeed at it.
Will, I'm good.
Now, this martial one steps up to Shugo. And will simply go for a strike with their jaws. Trying to bite into Shugo, but as you're sort of tangled with them, they're not able to do anything there. They're gonna go for another strike. Natural one. You know how to fight yourself, it seems. This one here, this impersonator of Liadon, doesn't seem to have... Actually, they probably would actually have a... Is it a ranged version? It didn't give me a ranged version. Anyway, they're still going to instead rush up with their whip, going behind Liadon and going for a deception check. An attempt to feint to make you off guard. Against your perception DC, that's 25. Doesn't critically succeed. You're only off guard to their first attack. Go for a strike.
That's cool.
Middle of the dice will succeed because you're off guard. Liadon, you take this 15 points of damage. A little bit less because of the enfeeblement. That'll be their turn. Yuga, yours.
Don't listen to him, Baozin. I don't dislike any of you.
Made that.
First action is to reread the spell. First action is to use a sustain action to increase the radius by 10 feet. And
Okay.
force enemies in the area that weren't affected to attempt saving throw. None of them have been affected yet, technically, right?
That weren't yet affected to attempt...
Affected.
That's interesting. Does it mean if they save, they were already affected, quote unquote?
I'm so unsure.
Let's run it your way, because if I don't know, I will go err on the side of the players, usually. Unless it's crazy. But yeah, we'll roll for all three of them. Since they haven't yet been affected. One at the top right succeeded. One in the marshal, the Shugo, critically failed. And Liadon failed. So critical fail doesn't mean anything though for this. Malediction applies, causes their armor to fade. Or be less useful. Cursed by the gods. Okay, anything else?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out if I had a way to actually make it grow by 10 feet.
I got you for it. Oh, 10 feet, so it'd be 20 actually. 10, 15, 20. There we go.
Okay, so that's one action. Who do I have down there? Okay, yeah, that's Baozin on No, that's Liadon.
Light on and light on violence.
Yeah. It's a concern. Ooh. Can you have two sustained spells going at once?
You can.
Yep, you just gotta keep sustaining them with actions. I should know.
That's really dangerous if I have to heal, though.
Remember, you don't need to sustain malediction.
You're
you
right.
Only need to sustain it if you want to increase the aura and try again on the
You're
enemies.
right. Yeah, so if I wanted, okay, so I could maybe sustain spiritual armament. Okay. I'm going to cast spiritual armament on the Liadon. And it's piercing unless spirit would have been better.
Doesn't seem like it matters. It will hit because of off guard and malediction. Excuse me.
Cool.
4, 7, total of 11. Stabs into them.
Love it.
Dagger of Pharasma.
There's a full turn.
Leodon.
You know, you make a poor copy. He's going to say his doppelganger in his not face.
Mm-hmm. That's 1. It seems to know exactly where you're going to try to aim for it and avoids it.
Tank. Yes, he's in a good copy. He hasn't rolled a single natural 1 this fight.
That will tell you that these are actually Napra bow. You've encountered those before, the faceless creatures. What they're doing here, why they're here, you have no idea. But they are some of the most powerful Napra bow, being impersonators, copiers. What do you want to know specifically about them?
Give me their lowest saves.
So, because they're just different variants, I will say the Baozin has lowest reflex, the Shugo has lowest will, and the Leodon has lowest fortitude.
Fair enough.
One is the Shugo.
And the Shugo is in front of the Shugo.
Awesome. I will make that one.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Since you're my copy, you should be doing this. And he starts brewing some quick alchemy.
Okay.
Probably should have done earlier, but I didn't think of it.
Mm-hmm. I think you're close to the level where you can whip up some elixirs of quickness. Or actually,
Yep, I've already
Oh.
have my eyes set on that.
Mm-hmm.
Unsurprisingly, I immediately drink the coffee.
Yeah. Okay. Coffee time. Drinked up. Feel a little bit buzzed, a little bit more strategic. Alright. So, that'll be you, I think. Shuko.
Yep.
I'm gonna step,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna start trying to kill fake Blossom now.
Okay. Straight for Baozin. 2 on the dice. Barely misses. Even then.
Oh my gosh.
You guys would have a halfway hero point, by the way.
I'm gonna use that hero point immediately.
Okay. 6 will definitely do it. $25. Plenty. Snapped into them.
I'm gonna follow up again with another bite.
Mm-hmm.
Casters are scary.
The 7 will
I should have
miss
clawed.
by 1, unfortunately.
Oh well, that's all 3 of my actions.
The bite greed gets you again. Baozin, your turn.
Alrighty. I guess I can target Shugo.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Is off guard a status penalty?
Nope, it's a circumstance. So it stacks with yours.
It stacks. That's why it's so good.
I was attacking somebody that didn't have your armor reduction on them.
Yeah, that one succeeded against the save for malediction.
Oh,
so
that
it
one
didn't have it.
succeeded. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay. I thought they all failed.
Placing Needle of Vengeance on this one if it attacks Shugo.
Okay.
The one
I see
down
the icons now.
south.
Okay.
Leodon, do you think you got this one?
I probably do.
Oh wait, I just cast a focus spell. I can't do that. I'm then going to target this one up here with Daze.
Mm-hmm. You go with Daze. Those 13 still fails. Targeting those low saves definitely does it for you. Being 4, total of 7. They take the damage. A little bit.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Now going to the Baozin. The Baozin impersonator is going to is going to... Oh, that sucks. Why would they ever put that in there? Let's see. It's still gonna try it, sure. He's gonna cast Paralyze on Shugo.
Okay.
First, Shugo,
Wait.
you probably have a reaction, right? 4 will hit because they're off guard still from that spell. And a 2, total of 22, but it doesn't stop the spell. They are stupefied, so they're maybe stopped here. They are not stopped there. Now, Shugo, I need a will save.
So let's have incapacitation.
Correct. So you will have the benefit of incapacitation. Just don't roll a critical failure. Roll a 15, that is a success, I believe. Critical success, in fact, because of, well, incapacitation. They're then going to lash out with a weapon of some sort, like a staff or whatever.
Ow!
They do hit. For this much mental damage against you. Alright, now we go to the other Shugo. The other Shugo is going to take a step here and go for Yuga. Now there's a way in to the back line, as Shugo would be wont to do. Obviously, Shugo attacking the spellcaster means that the other Shugo will attack the other spellcaster. 19 damage to you, Yuga, as Shugo comes up and bites you. Goes for one more. Initial one.
Wait, I've seen this before.
Hey, this Shugo even rolls like me.
Wow.
This other one
I'm
here
just glad he didn't crit me for 100 damage.
is going to try to intimidate the other lad on. That's your will DC. Actually succeeds, you're framed 1. No longer this, so I'll take that and I'll do this. There we go. They're going to make 2 attacks. 1 and 2. 18. Not a crit. We'll hit for 1. 17 points of damage to you, Laudon. Yuga, over to you.
Okay. I'm going to sustain to try to affect the one that's not been affected.
Mm-hmm. Gonna make its will save. The malediction of Pharasma rolls through this place. They will succeed still.
Turn.
Casters
It's worth a
usually have
try.
high wills.
Ooh, I have a Shugo. Oh. Oh, I don't. I'm gonna step away.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to sustain my dagger spell.
Okay. Against whom?
Continuing the assault on Leodon.
Alright.
If he's anything like Shugo, I don't want to be next to him.
It's a hit. Off guard helping a lot. Bowsin spell definitely making this combat a lot better. 3 damage.
3!
It's something.
I'm helping.
Alrighty. So there's that.
Next.
Actually the aura would get bigger, so it'd be 30 feet. Swirling malediction all through the building. Now, Leodon, your turn.
Right then.
Yep, there it is.
More of the same.
I don't want the actual, like, effect up the whole time game. There we go. 13.
Excellent. And, well, I'm immediately unleashing my crossbow.
Mm-hmm. Almost a crit if you weren't frightened.
That is unfortunate. But oh well.
Every little bit matters. As you sling a very nasty shot towards them anyway, they take 23 points of damage. They're badly injured, not holding up much longer. 1 or 2 more of those strikes will do it.
Reload, and that's my turn.
Alright, Shugo, over to you.
I'm gonna keep trying to get rid of this problem person. I'm gonna bite.
Mm-hmm. It will be a crit. Snap of the jaws into Bowsin. Feel a little bit bad, but then you see that they have no face. 48 damage. is enough to do it as you send them to the ground.
It's definitely easier to kill people when you don't see their faces.
And I'm a
That
step
sounded...
Yeah.
That
Sounded like something Yuga would say.
that sounded bad.
Step there she go.
I'm considering going further. Yeah, I'll stay here to keep you guys safe. I will bite myself.
Okay. 9 of the dice will just barely do it. Pretty good amount of damage to that one. Now it's starting to get injured itself. Alright. Bows in.
Alrighty, that one under's fine. The one up top, I'm gonna sustain
Mm-hmm.
spell. Well, sorry, the Needle of Vengeance. I think I'm gonna cast Fear.
Fear on that one. Alright.
Yep, on the Shugo.
On the sugar. 5 on the dice. Critical failure because they're stupefied. They'll be frightened 3 and fleeing as you instill so much fear in them.
Incredible.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. That is my turn.
Okay. Now that one starts running away through the crowd of angry
I'm
people.
going to bite it as a reaction.
Okay. That's a really low AC because of frightened 3 and off guard. Really, really low. But natural 1 almost would have been a hit even with a natural 1. It was a +0 there. Rushes off as far as it can. That's literally going to be it out of combat, so honestly, this guy has so much movement. He's kind of gone, so I'm just gonna take him out of the combat.
That's amazing. He had so much health.
My people need me. I must go.
Lay it on. This one's just gonna make 3 attacks against you. 3 desperate strikes. 1, a 2, and a 3.
Oh no.
First attack hits, natural 20. Second, third attack, 7, misses. So, first attack deals that amount of damage, 20. And the critical
reload real
strike.
quick.
Oh, yeah. Oops, didn't mean to move you. There we go. The critical strike deals not as much. 22 points of damage. Total of 42 damage to Leodon as they just make this series of rapid strikes with the whip. That'll be their turn. Leodon, you can get that damage in whenever you can. Yuga, your turn.
That's cool. Spiritual armament.
Okay.
Holy magical dagger flies out.
Does hit.
Again, barely hits.
Malediction off guard, all that
Getting a
helping.
lot of those today.
The Bowzin's effect will end this turn when it comes to Bowzin.
Okay.
12 damage to them. They're near death.
They have low AC. I could try to finish it off. Brian Lance.
Why not? Is your spiritual weapon with map? Your spiritual weapon is an attack traded thing. So even with multiple attack penalty, you
I
crit.
did that, yeah.
All right. I like crit
Okay.
damage.
I should probably hit roll damage.
11, total of 22. A quick blast with the dagger striking into them makes them fall, finally. And that is the end of that combat. The crowd of people wail and disperse into the streets, rushing away, screaming of evil spirits and horrors beyond comprehension, as the manor quickly becomes quiet once more.
Thank goodness. Now maybe they'll leave these evil spirits alone.
I still dread to think if those were really.
Now, as the people of the town rush away, there's a quiet and a strange feeling in your stomachs. The world around you sort of caves in on itself here and there, sort of like falling flat as everything flattens out. The cat, Blackbean, looks up at Shugo, meowing.
Shugo's gonna collect the cat.
Okay. Take the cat in your arms. And as reality folds down on all of you, you have that same lurch and that same feeling of being turned upside down, and then gravity sort of catching you once more. As you, well, you land right back home in Willowshore, where you left off, but now in the blank space of the Governor's Manor once more. A quick jaunt, certainly.
Does Shugo still have the cat?
Roll a 1d20.
Oh boy.
I don't like those odds.
You still have the cat. DC 11. Somehow, someway, it came with you, entered this manifestation, this realm, and Blackbean sort of meows in your hands.
Wow.
At least we saved the cat. That was what the mayor wanted.
Also, there are a couple of things that simply manifest alongside you. Seemingly many things that actually were on the governor's person that are now yours. His longsword, his +1 resilient padded armor, but also his choker of elocution greater, his retrieval belt, and of course his journal. Which
Some really good stuff in there.
His belt had the journal and yeah, the journal. So though, with that, with you guys discovering, well, the truth, the real truth behind your existence, it's something to tackle, something to think about, something. I wonder if you should tell the rest of the town.
Yeah.
Either way, though, we'll be ending our session here. Hope you guys had fun.
We did.
Definitely did.
I can't believe you killed off all our characters at the start.
Question, though, should we do an experience amount now?
Oh yes, you level up.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will have a week to think about that.
Yeah, so you guys are absolutely level 8 right now. So you'll have time to think about it. The server will be up if you want to make any changes now, but for now, for those watching, thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. It's really fun for me to run these, and if you notice any maps that don't seem to come with Season of Ghosts official Foundry version, I have the supplementals that I offer as extra encounters and such, like that Mamabao's shop or Matsu's home, for example. All fully detailed and pretty much exactly the same art style. I try to match it up exactly, e.g. Matsu's home, this sort of place. It's nice. Look how much it matches to their art style. Anyway, see you guys later. Appreciate y'all being here. We will come back next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye. Oh wait, you stream over on Twitch, yes.
Yay. Yep. Hi, I am Chris Coble, player of Yuga, and I stream on Twitch at Captain_Coble on Wednesdays and Saturdays, 6 p.m. Central, though I'm taking tomorrow off. Come by sometime, it'll be fun. I do mostly water-themed and puzzle games.
Alrighty. So yeah, thank you guys. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.